Hello, welcome to this session on data sufficiency. Data sufficiency has been a constant part of the CAT for many years now. Although, over the last few years, as the number of questions in CAT has been reducing, so has been the number of questions in data sufficiency. But then, CAT is an unpredictable examination, and therefore we must be prepared. So, the more we practice with data sufficiency questions, the better prepared we are. The basic format of the data sufficiency questions has remained consistently the same. So, what is it? You are given a question followed by two statements, and you have to determine whether the given question can be answered using the information provided in the two statements, either by considering each of them alone or by considering both together. As an example, consider the question on your screen. Given that x and y are real numbers, what is the value of x plus y? Now, statement A says x square minus y square whole divided by x minus y is equal to 7, and statement B says x plus y whole square is equal to 49. Can we answer the question based on these statements that have been provided? Okay, look at the first statement. X square minus y square whole divided by x minus y is equal to x plus y into x minus y divided by x minus y, which is equal to x plus y, and that has been given as 7. So, the conclusion is that statement 1 can give the value of x plus y. Now look at the second statement. It says x plus y whole square is equal to 49, and therefore x plus y is equal to plus or minus 7. And therefore, the conclusion is that statement 2 does not give a unique value of x plus y. Overall, we can say that statement 1 is sufficient alone, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Now that we have seen an example, the question is, what should be your approach when solving a question on data sufficiency? Well, it's very simple. Okay? First, you must read the question and the statements very carefully. And then, you just have to determine whether you can answer the question with the help of the given statements or not. Remember one thing, that the question does not ask you to actually find an answer. So you don't have to find the answer per se. All you need to determine is whether the question can be answered or not. Typically, the answer choices in the CAT are as given on your screen. So you have to mark 1 if the question can be answered by using the statement A alone, but not by using the statement B alone. Mark 2 if this question can be answered by using the statement B alone, but not by using the statement A alone. Mark 3 if the question can be answered by using either of the statements alone. Mark 4 if the question can be answered by using both the statements together, but not by either of the statements alone. And mark 5 if the question cannot be answered on the basis of the two statements. Let us consider a few simple examples of data sufficiency questions. Now look at this one on your screen. It says, are the integers x, y, and z consecutive? First statement says, the arithmetic mean or the average of x, y, and z is y. And the second one says, y minus x is equal to z minus y. Okay. Now, suppose the consecutive integers are y minus 1, y, and y plus 1. Then, average of these three integers is equal to y minus 1 plus y plus y plus 1, all 3 divided by 3, which is equal to y. Also, please note that y minus 1 is equal to y plus 1 minus y. So, three consecutive integers do satisfy both the given statements. But suppose the given integers are now y minus n, y, and y plus n, where n is any other integer. Then also the average is equal to y minus n plus y plus n divided by 3, which is y, and also y minus n is equal to y plus n minus y. And therefore the conclusion is that the question cannot be answered on the basis of the two given statements, and therefore our answer choice is option 5. Is x greater than 0? Statement A says minus 2x is less than 0. And statement B says x cube is greater than 0. Well, this one is simple. The first statement, minus 2x less than 0, implies that x must be positive. And the second statement, x cube greater than 0, also implies that x must be positive. And therefore, either of the two statements alone is sufficient to answer the question. So, our answer is option 3. Okay, this one says, is the length of a side of the equilateral triangle E less than the length of a side of the square F? A says, the perimeter of E and the perimeter of F are equal. And B says, the ratio of the height of E to the diagonal of square F is 2 under root 3 is to 3 under root 2. Now, to answer this question, let us say that the side of the triangle E is x and the side of the square F is y. Then, according to the first statement, 3x is equal to 4y, and that implies that x is greater than y. Hence, the first statement alone is sufficient to answer the question. Okay, now let us look at the second statement.